Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing God of War Ragnarok. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're doing the Hunt for Tyr's Temple. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So previously we had a visit from Thor and Odin. Odin sent Thor in first as the vanguard, so to speak, and make sure everything's safe for him to show up. He sent a couple ravens just to be sure, and then of course he showed up and said his proposal, and it was flatly turned down. So if you haven't seen that already, take a look at the previous episode that we've done. And now we find out that Atreus was looking for Tyr on his own and not telling Kratos about it. He thought he was being sneaky, and he was to an extent. Kratos didn't know what he was doing. However, Zeus, who has been watching the pair for quite some time, knew exactly what he was doing. So Kratos, I don't think, let on that he didn't know what was going on. But after the confrontation, he was like, what do you think you're doing? Stop messing around. You're actively looking to do the thing that I am trying to avoid. Because killing gods is no good. Oof. Hell Raiders. So let's see, does that mean that is... that's a raider that has gone to Helheim and then returned to Midgard? That'd be a very interesting concept, since the boundary between realms seems to be not as strong as it used to be. So Helheim was originally intended for ne'er-do-wells, people that were bad, and old people. So what was considered bad is not necessarily what you and I would consider bad today, since a lot of Vikings went raiding and pillaging, etc. So different connotations. Then you say, wait. Old people? What about the old people? You just skipped over them completely. Well, I think the Norse considered that at the time, if you lived to be in old age, you did something wrong. So in order to survive to old age, you weren't living your best life or your life correctly. So their thinking was that if you're old, you did something wrong, and you're going there. All right, so we're making our way slowly but surely towards where Atreus wants us to go. Just checking a couple ways the other directions. And there's some hex silver to add to our collection. You'll need all the hex silver you can get your hands on. So Tyr is, as we found, like one of the oldest giants, and had started a rebellion against Odin. And of course, Odin doesn't like that kind of thing, so yeah. Why would you go look for a dead man? Yeah, Kratos doesn't want to hear any of it. He's like, can't we just live our lives inside the bubble? Ooh, that looks like a big guy. A big raider. Ooh, and he's back. That was a quick trip. Well, I think they've said that, a minute in Helheim, you can feel like you've been there an eternity. So even a second might feel like years. So what was only an instant for us could have felt like years to him. Time flowing differently and all that. Alright, so Blades of Chaos can be used for other things other than just blowing stuff up, ripping it apart. Man, Fimbulwinter is really screwing things up. I mean, it's nice to see all the the snow and the snow and the ice and the winter theme. But I feel like I'm getting colder by the second just looking at it. All right, so went down here just for Hacksilver apparently. Onward and upward. Yeah. So Blades of Chaos. On one hand, I'm a little surprised that they brought the Blades of Chaos, but on the other hand, it's like his signature weapon. So it's like, yeah, there would be a lot of people that would be upset if they didn't make a return with the last God of War and apparently, and of course this one, as it's a continuation, a part 2 from the last one. Now the question is there going to be a part 3 after this? To make it a God of War trilogy, kind of ending the story arc, or at least this part of the story arc. Yeah, are we gonna? And what will happen after that? Are we gonna have Atreus, God of Mischief, which doesn't pull the same? All right, look at how to charge up the Blades of Chaos, just like we did with the axe, but you do it a little bit differently, which I understand they're trying to call attention to how the Blades of Chaos are different than the axe, although, I mean, if you played the last game, you know how much different they are. Just using them, I really feel like the Blades of Chaos are, faster than the Leviathan axe, but Leviathan axe is stronger. And in terms of, combos, you tend to get off a few hits before you get interrupted anyway. I mean, unless you start your combo right before one of the enemies start one. I do like the red arrows saying, hey, you're about to get attacked. Someone's coming at you. That's always a good thing. And then we have one person that ended up on a cliff somewhere. And of course, it's a ranged person, but not anymore. All right, so moving on. like visually, those fissures that you have to squeeze through are really intense. They really make you feel claustrophobic. But on the flip side of that, it's really utilitarian to be used instead of a loading screen, which is clever. I thought he was going to break it open. He's like, ah, because it looks like it's all kill the Iceman. He has skin of pure white. These guys licking the ice and getting stuck. Ooh, that guy, they're just springing up out of the ground like daisies. Yeah, the little shield or whatever they have. I like the axe finishers a little bit better, I think. Onward! Ooh. We just got harpooned. Half man, half stag. There we go. Hit the antlers. That's the weak point. Ooh, look out. We could parry it, but you have to time it just right on those yellow circles. Ooh, that was great timing. I don't know, I always feel like it should be a different button for recalling the axe. Oh, it's broken. So now we gotta do dodges only. Oh, I was a second too fast on that. There we go. He's getting low. Gotta take him out. Here I thought these half-man forest people were supposed to be more one with nature and all that. There we go. Got him on the rebound. Yes, he's stunned. Yeah, you wouldn't think that the bow would be that sharp. Ooh, he dropped a bunch. Nice. Get some health back. Rage is still pretty low. So hold L1 and then R1 for a light runic attack, and then you have to wait for it to recharge. We'll have different options to choose from in the future, I'm sure. I like how Kratos has been impaled like 2 or 3 times already, and he comes back not a scratch on him. I guess that's the benefit of being a god. Well, hopefully this temple is not much further. Being a God of War game, you always have to look around, make sure you're not missing anything. It's like, well, probably not, but yeah, just like that. Hack silver and health that you would have missed if you didn't knock out those vases. So it's like you have to, even if 75% of the things that you destroy doesn't have anything. Well, that's new. One more time should do it. Okay, maybe not. So instead, we gotta take that out. That makes more sense. Timber! You know, that statue looks a little bit like an owl. I'm just gonna say. Alright, I remember this from the last game. You open the 2 doors and there's a story about the giants, and we always had to solve it. Well, you didn't have to solve it, but it's one of those challenges. But not this time. Plus, that's like really old. It's falling apart a little bit more than the other ones that we've seen. Alright, so what's going on?
Well, that's new.
That's new. Think about all of the times we could have done this in the last game. Doors within doors. And how did he figure that out? He's not going to wait for you. Around, I don't know, around halfway through the first game, all of a sudden, Atreus started questioning the things that were said. Alright, so the real story and the secret story. Skoll and Hatid, the wolf giants. Odin captured them because they're wolves. But then they were freed. Yeah. Depends when you're looking at it. Wolves are somewhere in Vanheim. Chasing the sun and the moon. The moon gets stolen. Hati doesn't know what to chase. Someone comes and rescues the moon, but then the moon blocks the sun. That's an eclipse. But then they chase an arrow. Yeah, what does that have to do with anything? All things you have to remember. Alright, so Tyr is supposed to lead the armies against Odin in Ragnarok. By how? If Odin killed him. So this method of storytelling is it feels very Egyptian. It's like the sun and sands and I mean, I think they're very careful not to have like sand dunes, but it definitely has that feel, which would be completely different from anything in that region. Oh, the secret's out. What he was looking at the beginning. Something made by a giant. Jotunheim? Nope, he was in one of the other shrines. Been to all of the shrines. All the shrines in Midgard. Now, how did he get there? Because aren't they all over Midgard? Black smoke and bleeding earth. We just tripped up. You weren't going to give away all your secrets, huh? It was the dwarf punish the dwarf Kratos. Some of Kratos' reactions are just total like dad reactions. So what's this we? And then Atreus, total son, he's like, well, you know, Sindri's helping me. I told him to. Or it goes the other way around. It's all Sindri's fault. He told me I should.
That's it then. Tears and Svartalf find somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So?
Honor among thieves or no honor among thieves, one way or the other. And the daddy's like, "Rrr," and then sigh. All right, back home.
How do you have us get into Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all
Although, not sure how safe that is anymore. Ooh, a big crack in this block in the ground. But no apparent way to get into it. Yeah, definitely not the axe. Yeah, it'd be funny if you reinforced it with the Leviathan axe instead of cracking it. So there's a container over there. We can't jump down because it's too far. Obviously, I mean, Kratos has been impaled twice already, so he can't risk it. So we gotta find another way around. Obviously, if we could break that block, that theoretically would open up a path. Let's see. He's looking over here. Oh, there we go. I'm looking over here. Well, I was partially right. Blaze of Chaos opened it up. Break everything. Get a little bit of hack silver. Like I said, you're going to need 1,000,000 hack silver by the time it's all over. If you want all the things. Yeah, you can't blow that up. But we can get to the chest now. Hop over here, open it up. And what's inside? Rawhide and hack silver. I feel a little let down. I have to say, I feel a little bit let down. Alright, so we need to go back to the house. I think we've got most, if not everything, that we could get on this little excursion. There we go, knock that down. Make it easier to get back up the next time around. Of course. Yeah, you can see I didn't pay attention to that at all. And I keep thinking about using my shield. That was like the best addition ever to God of War, throwing a shield in there. So it's not all offense. You actually have a little defense that you can use. Ooh, that's a big guy. And he hits. He looks like he'll hit hard. He's got like a Biden. Yeah, enough of that. I'm not going down here. This is not the hill I'm gonna die on. Ooh. Yikes. Just gonna feel that in the morning in Helheim. Raider Chief. Well, hopefully we won't see too many of those. Too many chiefs in the village, so to speak. Alright, get some more health. No extra rage, so we'll have to build that up over time. Almost home. Yeah, a little heart-to-heart between Kratos and Mimir, or head-to-head, whatever.
If you don't want him walking away from you,
Good advice, I think.
walk with him.
Walk with him, so then at least you can protect him. Otherwise, you're going to deny it and he's going to go his own way.
Thought they'd be all sorts of useful.
Svartalheim
Really?
is where we need to go. That is the most likely place
Oh, right.
that we'll find Tyr.
Sorry.
I like how you can pick up giant blocks and trees and swing them / throw them at people. Blowing snow. Just jump. The training dummies.
Sindri!
Oh, Sindri, now you done it.
Atreus, it's been so long.
It's been so long.
Uh,
No, it has not.
yeah. Well, if you'll
A
follow
few
me,
words, Sindri.
Rock mentioned you needed somewhere
I'd just like to feel my hands around your neck for a little bit. Kratos is thinking. Well, that's it.
so young a dwarf.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
After you.
And we'll see you next time.
Where are we going?
The cleanest cabin in all the 9 realms. And I'd prefer it to stay that way. Not looking at anyone in particular. Kratos. After that Thor incident, we thought we should make up some rooms, till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there. As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes. And you really can't beat the view if you're into shimmering gray voids.
That's amazing, Sin. We have a plan to talk to you about, actually.
Intriguing. Come in. Come in! Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there, the kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
What we need is your help getting to Svartalfheim so we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr. Alive? I mean, that's... What?
It's okay. I told him everything.
Everything?
You aided my son in disobeying me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast. How'd that get in here? What the hell is it anyway?
That is my son.
Well, what in all yarns me that happened to him? He's too damn tall now. And he looks like... that. I blame you. Well, come on then. Let's get him something that fits at least.
He's just getting older, you daft prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
Begin with this.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, How about I fix you up with something to get you by? Found some items you left behind, tossed them in the chest. What would you do without me?
I'm gonna go look around. Check out my room. Tell Sindri when you're ready.
I knew we'd left something behind.
This
But
place.
how's life been treating everyone's favorite Azure Vulgarian?
The fuck you call me?
Exquisite.